Okay. Thank you, everybody, for following me and listening to me. And I need to make another video. And I've had requests to put my doggie in. So there she is. That's my assistant. And she's not too fond of the videos, kind of like myself. But we're doing it because we need to. So, first of all, I really want to thank everybody who's reached out to me through my Facebook page and the previous video that I did. It's almost been a year now. And I can't thank them enough for the support. The emotional support and all of that. Come a long way. I can actually say the word vagina now. So we're going to make this sweet and short and no more sappiness. Okay, so again, I want to thank everybody. And once again, as I wrote in my book, the Self-Flush Guide. Amazon Kindle, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Self-Flush Guide on Amazon Kindle, and it's about the self-flush technique. And I have recently been in contact with people from all over the world that have been doing this technique. So that validates the fact that women have been doing this. Have been doing it. I know they've been doing it since we've been on the planet. And it's really hard for people to share. So I appreciate that. Like I said in my book, I know women have been doing this since forever, and now it's just validated. Don't know why it hasn't come out yet. But anyway, that's why I'm making this video. Basically, I'm making this video as a shout out to any doctor or organization or research group, anybody who's watching this video who has a strong interest in advancing women's feminine health care. Because it's about time that this happens. I don't know why it hasn't come out. I don't know how I got assigned to do this job. But anyway, I'm doing it. And again, thank you for the emotional support, everybody. Yay. So what I want to do is shout out to the doctors. This is basically to the doctors. And I have a bunch of questions. And I am just very anxious for somebody to come forward and start to get the ball rolling on this, because it is my belief, and my belief only, but I am not a doctor. Not a doctor. Disclaim. I have to disclaim everything I say here. That's why I'm shouting out to the doctors. But it is my belief. First of all, these are the questions I have. Questions I have are, 1, why does it, or how does it exactly immediately relieve menstrual cramps and heavy bleeding? I've described a bit of that in my book, which I believe through insight and practical knowledge. But I need to know the medical stuff so that we can pass it on. The other question I have is, could this technique, if used in place of a traditional douching method, you know, the kind that you buy at the store, actually reduce the numbers of cervical cancer that exist? And the reason why I say that is because it's been recently proven, stats show, women who use a douche to freshen up, or whatever reason they're using it for, regularly, which is 4 to 5 times a month, have an 86% increased chance of acquiring cervical cancer. That's big. The other question I have is, can this technique actually help psychologically help the sexually abused? I believe it can. That's kind of a no-brainer to me. And the other question I have is, if this technique is used within a certain application, can this actually help women conceive? That's a biggie too. I need to know. I think we all need to know. I think we all deserve to know because we've all been doing this. And if you haven't been doing it, download my book. The technique is taught, and then every bit of other information I give has to do with menstrual cramps and bleeding, but it's all the same. So, again, I think my biggest thing is if women would start using this technique instead of using a traditional douche, I wonder how many lives might even actually be saved if they do that instead of that. So I'm very anxious for this subject matter to be addressed, and I am very ready for somebody to get the ball rolling. There's not a lot of people who just jump in and do it, except for the medical community who wants to advance and looking for something besides the 9-to-5 job. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm also going to celebrate, I can say, vagina. And I really love talking to everybody. And it's just so inspiring. So anyway, you can find me at Pink Tub on Facebook. Let's chat. Let's share. No more shame. Let's get rid of it. It's our body. It's our birthright. Let's do it. Oh, and one more thing. You can't. And if you read my books, you'll know why I've used the music I have. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.